What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another account progression video. Alright, so it is time for another tier 2, and as you can see here, we're going to be getting Weapon Hex to tier 2. So quite excited about that because I really like how the character is playing so far, so I'm quite enjoying her at tier 1, so I can't wait to see the power jump once we get her to tier 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at her before we tier 2 her. So for the skills here, we have the third skill leveled up, and that's going to increase the amount of all attacks she can accumulate from damage that she deals to the enemy. So this is based on the amount of damage that you are doing to the enemy, not the amount of damage you are receiving. But it only goes up to 10% because it says accumulate 10% of true damage dealt regardless of defense, and then it cannot pass 10,000 or 100,000. And then you get 1% for each all attack 1%, but it only goes up to 10%. So yeah, that's just a longly worded way to say you get 10% all attack, or a maximum of 10%. So I mean, it's not too bad. 10% is still, you know, I'd rather have it than not. So let's just say that. The fourth skill here we have leveled up so that we can increase the amount of all defense that we can stack on the enemy. So it caps out at minus 100%, which is pretty nice. The fifth skill here, we have this one leveled up because it does increases the amount of damage that the enemy will take by 10%. I think that goes up. I don't think it starts at 10%, but either way, you want to level it up for the all attack, all defense, and all speed increase that you're going to get from this skill here. And then for the isolate set, we have Overdrive, which I do think is the best set for her just because she does have that all speed buff on her fifth skill. So I do think Overdrive is probably the ideal set for her. If you seem to be lacking skill cooldown because of cards or some other reason, then you can still go with Hawk's Eye, but I don't think you're going to have a problem with capping out her attack speed, so I don't think you need to go with Power of the Angry Hulk. So yeah, those are probably the two sets that I would say would be best on her, is Overdrive and Hawk's Eye, with Overdrive being the number one. For the custom gear here, we have a immune to guard break with a 180 proc. I do think that she needs immune to guard break just because her skills have very short kind of iframes, if they do have an iframe, because like the fifth skill, it starts with the iframe, but then it moves into the skill animation and you hop out of the iframe, but you do have that brief mind control, but it's not enough. You can still get guard broken out of the fifth skill quite easily. The fourth skill is pretty much the only one that's completely safe because that is a full iframe. So all of the other skills, if you want to use them, definitely immune to guard break is going to be really valuable and help to make sure that you get those skills off. And then I do like having the damage proc on her because she does some really nice damage. So yeah, having a damage proc, you can kind of synergize with that, and hopefully she'll be a nice World Boss Ultimate character and I can clear some more high-end stages with her, but we'll wait to find out on that side there. So now let's go ahead and get onto the main event here and go ahead and tier 2 her, and we are going to be using a ticket, of course, because as you can see here, yeah, after leveling up, what was I working on? Psylocke. After getting Psylocke all leveled up, we are quite low on the Phoenix Feathers and Emcron Crystals, and then of course I didn't get enough bios to get 150, so we're going to go ahead and use a regular tier 2 ticket on her. So let's go ahead and pop this. Alright, boom, there we go. We have Precision Magic. Perfect. Go ahead and share this. So let's see what we're getting here. So it's going to increase all buffs by 20%, which is really nice, and then we're going to increase all attack by 15%, all speed. So we do have all speed here as well. So yeah, definitely don't want to get Power of the Angry Hulk on her. I didn't realize that she had all speed on her tier 2 passive as well. And then we have a little bit of crit rate, and then we have remove incapacitation, which is really nice. So I believe the incapacitation was just things like mind control or things like that. She should be immune to those. Hopefully that is, if I'm remembering that correctly. Feel free to correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's immune to mind control, because I think immune to fracture is called something different. But anyway, and she also has decrease all damage received by 25%. So overall, this is a very powerful tier 2 passive. It increases her buffs effects, so that all attack 15, all speed 15, and that 5% there for crit rate is actually going to be a little bit higher. It's going to be 20% higher, which is going to add a few percent on there. I'm not really good at calculating that right away. It's going to be, what, 3% added to the 15%, and then only 3% added to that, and then 1% added to the 5%. But anyway, that's going to be that for the tier 2 passive. So overall, she's looking really good. What do we have here? Deadly Magic. Awesome. So now that we have her freshly tier 2, let's go ahead and try out a little bit and get into some gameplay. Alright, so here we are at stage 30 for Shadowland. We are on the final floor. We have Daredevil here, so I figured why not try Weapon Hex out here. She does have class disadvantage, but I had forgot to do stage 30, so figured why not do that before the reset here, see if we can't clear it with Weapon Hex. We do have Bullseye for the ignore dodge, because we definitely are going to need that, because we don't have any native ignore dodge on her. And then we have Cyclops just for the extra energy damage, just in case we need it. So let's see what she can do against Daredevil here. Hopefully we'll do okay. Alright, Daredevil, let's see what you got. See if Weapon Hex can take you down. Damage is looking okay, actually. Having type disadvantage, she still seems to be cranking out the DPS okay. I am messing up my damage proc quite a bit, so don't pay attention to this as her max damage, because definitely she's going to be clearing this a little more efficiently if I was lining up this damage proc correctly here. But she's definitely keeping him crowd controlled quite nicely. Lots of hits going on right here. We have the mind control that we can use every so often, so yeah, definitely looking pretty good. And she does not have max ignore defense, so that's also something that's hurting her right here. I need to get that capped out. I'm going to be doing that for World Boss Ultimate. I'll just be using Mantis in the team so that we can have that ignore defense maxed. And there we go. So a little bit slow, but she did have type disadvantage there, so I guess it could have been worse. We didn't have a leadership. All we had was that ignore dodge. We had that little bit of a boost from Cyclops, which is, what, 15% energy or something like that? So not too bad overall. Quite happy with that. Minute 23 seconds. I'll take it. Yeah, so now let's go ahead and hop into some World Boss Ultimate and see how she can do over there. Alright, so here we are at World Boss Ultimate. We have Corvus that we're going to be trying out Weapon Hex against, and we're going to be taking on stage 30 here. So let's see how she can do. We have Ebony for his leadership, and then we have Coulson for his tier 2 passive, and then we have 2 damage strikers and 3 dodge ignore strikers. And I'm going with 2 damage strikers because I think we can get away without using anti-venom, because I don't think we'll need the healing. I mean, we might, but I think Weapon Hex's native healing should be enough to sustain her through the fight. Hopefully I'm right about that, because I don't remember how much bleed damage or how much damage Corvus can do, like, without the purple attacks hitting you. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Do we have to deal with those stupid tornadoes? Because I hate those things. Oh, we missed our damage proc there right away. That's fantastic. Can we get the damage proc here? Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that looked a little bit better for the damage. That didn't look much better for the damage, though. And our damage proc is already off of rotation. Her 4th skill has such a long iframe that it throws off the damage proc. I think you have to use the 4th skill pretty much right after the 5th skill. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that rotation instead. So 5th skill. Oh, well, no damage proc that time. I was going to try doing the 5th skill, 3rd skill, and then 4th skill. But it looks like the damage proc did not stay on the 5th skill doing that. Probably gonna, yeah, we got the damage proc there again on the 4th skill. Which, the 4th skill is not terrible to get the damage proc on. It just does a lot less damage than the 5th skill. Or noticeably less damage. I shouldn't say a lot less. Come on, kill him. Kill him. There we go. No, we got stunned. It doesn't matter. Yeah, what was I saying? I wanted to kill him before he summoned kind of the purple flames. Because he does that if you draw out that first, oh gosh, stage of the fight. That's a lot of flames coming at me there. Come on, Corvus, teleport. There you go. There we go. Got a good amount of damage there with that 5th skill. Oh, dang it. No damage proc this time around. Because the damage proc went on the 3rd skill, which is not where it's supposed to be. And now the damage proc is, for some reason, on the 4th skill. Fantastic. I've yet to find, like, a solid skill rotation for her to keep the damage proc lined up. But then again, this is only my first, like, 2 or 3 plays with her, so I haven't really messed around too much with her skill rotations at all. Oh, there we go. That worked out better that time. Oh, there we go. We should be able to do that rotation. 3 cancel 4, then 5 for the damage proc. Didn't proc that time. Might have just been bad RNG. Yeah, it was probably just bad RNG, but she's cutting through Corvus pretty quickly here. And this should finish him off. Oh, if we don't... Woo! That was close. He definitely could have killed us there with that pinwheel attack. But we just managed to squeak in there, and ooh, there we go. Get a good amount of potential on her, but got no Cosmic Cube fragments. That's kind of disappointing. But anyway... Weapon Hex here, performing quite well, actually. I really like this character. She has really good survivability with that healing. That healing is really nice, and it's nice to have that on a blast character, finally, because we have some healing characters in the other classes. Well, actually, no, we do have one other in the blast, don't we, with Mantis. Mantis has some pretty nice native or passive healing, because I'm talking about kind of just like passive, consistent healing on characters, because Jean Grey has triggerable healing with her 3rd skill, but there's not many blasts that have just the passive. Mantis is the only one I can think of off the top of my head right now that just gets it from a passive source. But anyway, enough about that rambling. Weapon Hex is looking like a very strong character, so definitely think she is worth the X-Gene selector if you do kind of want to pick her up. If you had interest in getting one of the X-Gene selector characters, I think she's definitely on the top of the list here. Her and Magic are looking really powerful. Magic does a lot of damage as well, but Weapon Hex has the nice bonus of having the healing, the invincibility, the mind control, nice long iframes, so she pretty much has it all. She has really nice damage as well, because we were able to clear stage 30 here with not too much difficulty, but we were using pretty much the optimal setup. We have Coulson for his passive, and then we have Ebony with his uniform as leadership, so she's getting, I think, the highest boost we can really give her in terms of the team setup. So yeah, pretty much I'd have to go with maybe a CTP to get her a little bit higher, maybe level 70, rank up the gears. But anyway, the takeaway is I'm really happy with this character. I think she plays really nice. I like skill animations, I like the damage and survivability. So that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.